interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallant
And welcome everybody to ASR Tour Super Speedway Series here on SCSRA, broadcasting Monday night. And the trucks are back as they are going to go 85 laps tonight at iRacing Super Speedway. 2 green flag stages, lap 22 and 44. Should be a pretty fun time. Remember the first time these guys came out here, it was chaos. The setup was bad. They didn't have a lot of gas, a lot of cautions. Well, the setup is fixed, and the drivers say it feels amazing. So we're going to see how that plays in. But so far, everything looking good. Right now, they've got about 3 minutes left of qualifying. And it looks like everybody might actually be in. So, interesting times. So, iRacing Super Speedway this week. Next week, where are we next week? Daytona, the bumpy one. And then we'll wrap up the trucks in Talladega. Man, I cannot believe we are already on week 8. Making our way through this season till our playoff run. And if I take a look, let me go look at our points right now. Mr. Chris Akers, Anthony Poston, Robert Duvendak, Holloway, Matt Williamson, Will Weber, Dalton Gibson, Carl Lingle having himself a year, Hunter Leach, Tommy Cook, Tyler Hurt, Sean Wilder. Remember, Sean came into the league 2 races or a race late, started behind, and he's already here in the top 12. So Hurt, Wilder, Ambrose Nebel, DJ Maddish, Brad Saxton, Ethan Horst. Those guys are your bubble. Len McNeese right on that edge with John Bell, who's missed a couple weeks. He's going to be looking to rebound. He's out there tonight. It looks like we're going to have still, 24 cars or so. And that's a good calling when, well, you show up at iRacing. You know, a lot of drivers kind of tend to go away from it. Man, drivers, I think that might have been a mistake tonight. As this new setup that they put in this truck, I was watching them in practice, and boy, howdy, they were just pushing each other around the track. As, oh boy, Brad Saxton trying to get a lap turned. He's got a minute and a half to try to get it done. Looks like John Bell, Hunter Leach, Tommy Cook, all opting not to qualify. Saxton's going to try to get a lap in. I don't know if he's going to have enough time for it. We'll keep our eyes on him. Mr. Teal, where are you at? As Spencer says, good luck team high octane. And Todd Poston, well, let's go, go, go. Poston, one of those drivers commenting on the way the setup felt. We saw it last race, cars were just completely breaking loose. Well, I don't think we're going to have that issue tonight. I believe it's a nice 63 degrees. Beautiful weather. A little bit of clouds. Nothing major. No humidity. Perfect weather for iRacing Super Speedway. And a setup giving these guys all the power to push each other around. We'll see if Saxton is able to get it complete. He's got 16 seconds. You can see no time for burner laps here. At this point, Saxton just looking to try to get his pit box moved up a little bit. And he is. He's going to actually get past a couple drivers of Kirby Kabuta and Frank Ranger Jr. Oh, Spencer Teal got to work. Well, we're sorry to hear that, and we will see you at Bumpy Daytona. Still got some octane representation going on out there with your team captain. Well, where is that team captain? Mr. John Bell. He did not qualify. He opted not. So let's go to the most famous words real quick.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
As these guys working to get those motors started, they've got just under 1 minute to get grid up. And everybody trying to get out. Looks like we're still waiting on Brad Saxton. And that is our only driver who has not hit the grid. And we'll see if the 88 is able to get out in time. Oh, Mr. Chris Akers with the CSM making his stop here in the chat. We're going to have lots of time tonight to get through our grid, as iRacing Superspeedway gives us the most time underneath the longest possible lap. Well, let's change over though real quick. We're going to get rid of our time and we're going to go laps. As you can see, 0 of 85. I'm just glad you're in a Reese's truck tonight and not Mr. Holloway's. Let's take a look. Our grid. On the pole, Racing Pate with Chris Akers starting on his outside. Carl Lingle, Robert Duvendak. Told you Lingle's having a heck of a year. He's leading the way for those blind squirrels. He's got Shooter McGavin, Rob Duvendak. DJ Maddish, Jacob Greenlee. Well, there's your high octane first starter. Mr. Daniel Holloway, Mr. Ambrose. Well, starting 8th. Wilder, Williamson, teammate with Saxton, RGR. Glenn McNeese, Will Weber. Weber with that Titleist car, still rocking it. Ethan Horse, Steve Hobbit, the Aussie from down under. Mr. Todd, no number posting. Well, at least he's in the right car tonight. Still can't get the number. We want you to taste the rainbow, but 31 starting 15th. Joseph Fogg starts on his outside. Mr. Hancock, Dalton Gibson. Mr. Brad Saxton with the late qualifying 1-lap burn. Kirby Caputa. Mr. Frank Ranger Jr. and the 200, Tommy Cook. There's John Bell trying to make his push for the playoffs. Hunter Leach. And that's going to be it for our grid. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to get in this TV mix is we're going to go live here. Pace car, look at that, just in time. Pace car going off. And we'll get our session back up. Green flag is Chris Akers. Mr. Grayson Pate fighting for the lead right off the rip. Well, you can see a little bit jumbled on that restart there as we get one who gets filed up to the high side. iRacing can definitely be tricky. Duvendak not taking any time. He's trying to push the heck out of Chris Akers. I think they noticed in the pre-race that, well, this is not the same setup, and these guys are going to be able to push. Ambrose able to make his way up to the front. He's currently the first car on the bottom side, but right now, sitting in 4th. As you see that high line just flying by is Chris Akers and Robert Duvendak making their way around this track. They are linked up. Matt Williamson in tow. So far, the truck's looking a little bit more stable than the Xfinities did. Remember the Xfinities, man, our leader, Sean Wilder, at that time, his truck, or his car, just snapped loose, and that's when we figured out real quick that that setup was not going to work. As you can see, able to go single file. Looks like they're going to push it a little 3 wide here. Easy to do here at iRacing Superspeedway. And as we ride with Robert Duvendak right now, Daniel Holloway sets the fastest lap at 46.141. Duvendak, you see, he is right on that bumper of Chris Akers. Lingle, see him with that third car on that bottom side. He's not up there as tight with the 10 of Grayson Payne. But congratulations to Mr. Pate, as he did get the pole for tonight. Well, I'll try to remember, but we know I'm terrible at it. I usually catch the second one, not the first one. The first stage will end at lap 22, and the caution is out. DJ Maddish and Len McNeese. Well, they're catching some X's back here. Let's go see what happened. Let's rewind it. Oh, it looks like we're going to actually start a little bit further back. Right there. And does that contact actually start up there with McNeese? He's pretty banged up. I don't think so. I think he took the brunt of it. Trying to avoid a car in the wall. Comes down, hits that shredded apron, and him and the 69 make contact, and round they go. So it looks like Poston, Kirby Caputa, Russell Hancock, and Brad Saxton, that was the initial contact. And boy, oh boy, Len McNeese, well, your car is pretty totaled up. See Poston trying to catch up, Caputa, Hancock, and Brad Saxton. Right now, it's currently showing Sean Wilder out in the lead. I don't know where I missed that one, but he's got the all black pit stall truck. He's always hiding his number from me. I think they're going to have a little bit of shuffling going on. We'll see. When he comes into pit. Yeah, Chris, you could definitely say ouch as your teammate involved. Oh, Duvendak, your juke ain't going to work as he dives in behind Carl Lingle. Looks like everybody but one. And that lone truck to stay out, the man down under, Steve Hobbit, in that 131 Chevy Silverado. He's going to take a shot here. See the chaos in the pits. Who's it going to be off pit road? Ooh, Duvendak jacking it up. Maybe taking a little bit of tire here. As Chris Akers comes burning off. Duvendak going to lose a ton of positions with those tire changes. Maybe doesn't want to risk the setup early. But Akers beats everyone off pit road. He'll start second behind Steve Hobbit, who's on that 6-lap stint. As, well, it'll pop up eventually. That would be our first caution of the night. Wednesday night, well, we know on Wednesday night they get a little Kevin Harvick. When since ASR, well, Duvendak had this bright idea to come on over and try to start ASR. We all said, sure, we'll tag along. So, in honor, even though he's a huge Kevin Harvick fan, we'll roll with the 99 of Daniel Suarez. Looks like we've got some more coming in, maybe to fix a little bit of damage, top off on gas, try to get as much of an advantage on a long run as they can. Remember, the gas did go from what 50% to 75, and I believe that should give them about 21 to 26 laps, so somewhere around there. check in with drivers as we get closer. They actually get a pretty good fuel. As we are 1 to go, we await the pace car. As they come around the backstretch. And the 88 of Brad Saxton still on pit road. He's got a long way to go to try to catch up here. Glenn McNeese, the only car lap down, so next caution without contact, he will get a lucky dog. Akers trying to do a little tire scrub here. Try to get them warm. We'll go back live as the pace car about to make its way back off. Steve Hobbit getting that bonus point. Hoppet has Pate with him. Akers has Carl Lingle with him. We saw the hookup early with Dubedak. Well, Dubedak currently all the way back in 12th. You see Sean Wilder, he's the third car in that lower lane. Daniel Holloway just riding in the middle. As we are going to go 3 wide here. Holloway finding some friends as the 199 of Mr. Matt Williamson pops out in front of him. And Grayson Pate going to take a move. He's going to drop all the way from the top to the bottom. He's going to go for the lead, and Williamson going to duck up to the high side. Williamson going to try to go around Pate. He's going to link up with Chris Akers. Dubedak drove his way all the way back up here. You see he's linking up with a heavy push on Chris Akers, pushing him up to the bumper of Williamson. Lingle on that high side, he's got some squirrels with him. Oh, we're going to get a little caution here as Wilder is going to be involved in Todd Poston, going to be involved again. This time, Lingle, Horace, Poston, Wilder, Gibson, Ambrose, and Tommy Cook. And I know that's happened somewhere right around Mr. Sean Wilder. Let's see what happens. Well, let's try to, let's do a little far chase on the 91 of Sean Wilder. Let me find him here. And you can see this is just going to be a bad bump. It's going to break Wilder up to the high side. He's going to clip into Poston. John Bell avoids the wreck. And you know, Wilder's truck doesn't look too bad here. So he was able to get it slowed down and really try to avoid most of that contact. Just like that, our second caution. Looks like we got a bunch of cars coming in and a couple cars staying out. as we are working our way through this race. Already our second caution. Matt Williamson, Grayson Pate, Jacob Greenlee all stay out. Chris Akers on the race on pit road. Well, he's on his way out now. He's got teammate Holloway, Will Weber, and Robert Duvendak. Carl Lingle, Steve Hobbit, he opted to come in this time in pit. And Mr. Joe Fogg gonna round out your top 10. And as expected, Glenn McNeese playing catch up. And we will head to our first commercial break. And I got your 6 as we are going green. Williamson, your current leader, Grayson Pate, is going to be on that high side. Williamson not having a ton of help right here. Pate's going to have Akers. The 43 of Jacob Greenlee trying to get to the bumper of Williamson. We said these two cautions, well, just some bad bumps happening in the wrong time, as you see Duvendak giving a little bit of a shove there to Williamson. Williamson, though, able to keep it. What was Duvendak slicing and dicing, barely gets clear. He's trying to make his way back up into the front. Currently in the top 10. '92 of William Weber. He's over here shoving Chris Akers. Remember, Will On a computer, no controller, so he doesn't get the aim assist. Shout out to Bill. As he's putting the nose right into the bumper of Chris Akers. Oh, we're getting one down to the apron. That's going to be John Bell. And a smart checkup by Jacob Greenlee is going to avoid the caution. As John Bell going to be able to save it. As the cars now opting to ride side by side. Pitting. Well, everybody on a 4-lap stint except Williamson and Jacob Greenlee and Grayson Pate. They're on that 9-lap stint. As Carl Lingle starting to get filed back. Will he be able to avoid? Yes, he will, as he's trying to get to the bumper of Chris Akers and stay with them. Akers finds his teammate, Daniel Holloway. He has fallen all the way back to 7th, and, well, I don't think that's going to be here much long as you see these two going on a monster run. Akers pushing Daniel Holloway all the way up to the front. Holloway going to drop the bucket. And he does. He's got the 199 of Williamson. That's going to leave Akers on the high side. He's got Carl Lingle. Mr. Joe Fogg, where did you come from? Our current leader. I'll tell you what, we're seeing a lot of shuffling going on here. Joe Fogg, well, he's got John Bell with him. Ooh, Akers. Maybe a little bit of a checkup there. Didn't want to get into the back of Williamson. He's going to try to shove Williamson all the way up to the front. And we'll keep it on that TV mixed. As long as we can, we'll try to keep the best views of the house. And stay with the most exciting, but right now the whole field exciting as we're going to ride 3 wide again. Battles for the lead as Akers trying to push Williamson. Weber is trying to push Holloway. And Joe Fogg and John Bell, they're trying to link up and hold the lead. As whoop, looks like Akers, he's going to dive down. He's going to try to link up with Weber as a caution is out. And that's going to happen somewhere in the back of the field. With Ethan Horst still spinning. Kirby Caputa, well, he's blown up. Hunter Leach. Glenn McNeese involved again. DJ Madish. Let's see what happens. Well, right here. As you can see, Hoppin just hits the apron. He's going to hit up, come up, and he's going to hit Ethan Horst. Ethan takes the 4X, but does pretty good avoiding it. Not quite sure what happened to Caputa. His car is blown. We know it starts with Hoppin. When he hits that apron, comes up. Right there's the hit. Nowhere to go, and just inside of Hoppin. Takes the big shot. The 83 goes round and round of Caputa. Well, that might claim some more fast repairs. As you can see, I think Caputa actually had to tow. Glenn McNeese takes a little bit more damage. Does he come in, check it out? Hoppit, he's on pit road. Holloway stays out. Weber, Akers, Duvendak, and Poston. Well, it looks like you're going to have a little Candy Shooter McGavin party going on up here. And The way this is coming to an end, this might be a one-lap shootout for stage, which I believe is why Holloway, Weber, Akers, Duvedek, and Poston all stayed out. Remember, no caution for the stage break. I feel like Daniel Suarez looks so happy with this caution sign. I'm just glad we have the Spanish translation on there. I do love me some Trackhouse racing, but I don't think I want to see Daniel Suarez anymore tonight. We've seen him enough for one night. And with that, we'll head to our second commercial. Round and round they come. Pace car will go away this time. And it looks like it's going to be a 2-lap shootout for the stage. And right now, the top 5 littered with Shooter McGavin and Candy Shack. Holloway going to be on the bottom. Weber going to be up top. And they're both going to have respective teammates. As we're going green, which team is going to push? Remember, you got 3 Candy Shack on the bottom. You got the 2 Shooter McGavin on the top. They're going to have to push it for 2 laps. And Shooter McGavin, well, they're going to drop down in front of Candy Shack. That's not going to last, as Candy Shack's going to slide up to the high side, all 3 of them. John Bell trying to get into the action, and, well, Shooter McGavin's going to need the help here. Duvendak doing everything he can, trying to get a stage win, take it away from Daniel Holloway. You can see a side-by-side. This is going to come down. They're going to come to lap 22. This time around, it's going to be a 1-lap shootout to go. Right now, Holloway crosses the line first. Who's going to push harder here as everybody's organizing? We got Grayson Pate following in with Shooter McGavin, John Bell, those 2 teammates. Side by side, they come onto the backstretch. Shooter McGavin with the advantage on the bottom. Candy Shack up high. They're trying to bounce back into the high line. Akers trying to shove with Todd Poston, trying to get Daniel Holloway out to the front. Duvendak trying to shove Will Weber, breathing as much as he can into the corner. And they're going to come to the line. Who's it going to be? And it looks like it's going to be Will Weber and Shooter McGavin as they're able to hold off Candy Shack. Take a look at a quick result of the top 10. And you can see all Shooter and Candy in the top 5. Shake and Bake, Grayson Pate. Russell Hancock, Candy Shack, John Bell, Octane, Joe Fogg, the Independent, who represents Octane a little bit, and Matt Williamson round out the top 10 with RGR. So great racing by these two teams, putting on a show. I don't think that's the last time tonight we're going to see it. As you can see, the pushing kind of calms down now. Let me get that session state back up and our official ticker. Will Weber, your current leader. You can see the front of the pack drove so hard, kind of left the back of the pack. Mr. Brad Saxton, well, he's kind of been lagging behind all night. Well, he's now the fastest lap. The 88 kind of makes some moves. Back there in 14. As we ride with Daniel Holloway, he's going to come down and drop in front of Will Weber. If you're Will Weber, well, you're okay. You know you won the stage and, well, you took the main points. Still got 14 tuned in to our YouTube channel, so I appreciate everybody being here and hanging with us as we are on lap 25 of 85 here at iRacing Superspeedway. The ASR Tour, well, they've cautioned a little bit. Tour is starting to settle down. Had a great stage push at the end. And you can see, now that they're done battling for the stage, well, these two teams, they're going to play nice with each other right here. As you see, Chris Akers pushing Robert Duvendak, and Will Weber pushing Daniel Holloway. And as I say that, Duvendak going to drop in, and drop the bucket, and drop in front of Daniel Holloway. That's going to put the Skittles of Todd Post and Mr. No Number, and oh, Grayson Pate going to get loose, and he's going to come up and take Chris Akers with them. And that is going to wreck some leaders up there. Weber, Grayson Pate, Chris Akers, John Bell, and Todd Post. And man, he is taking a beating tonight. Weber looks okay. Weber just gets hit from behind. Heck of a save by him and a heck of a great job by the field not to run him over. The one you got to be concerned with is this man right here in the no-numbered Skittles. Todd Poston. He is what seems like involved in every wreck right now and not by his doing. He was able to lose the magnet, and it looks like, well, it found its way back home. As that big net code, which I believe was going to happen anyway, but there's that Weber spin. John Bell gets a little 2X coming on down. And Todd, you know what? Heck of a save by him, doesn't take too much damage. Let's go back and ride with Mr. Grayson Pate and find out the initial here. He shoved Weber, comes up and just slides in the post and well, that's going to take out two Candy Shack drivers simultaneously. No harm, no foul as everybody coming into pit. Well, and our buddy, Daniel Suarez, well, he's back. Now, if I could only figure out how to get rid of that little transition where it takes wherever you look. We'll silence those cars here for a minute. And, well, we'll wait till they get out, see what kind of damage Weber has. Remember, he is our stage winner. And he's trying to get the damage fixed. The good news is, well, you have plenty of time here to fix the damage. And let's go take a look. As Todd Poston, yes, did have to use that fast repair. Carl Lingle used his fast repair. Caputa, McNeese, and that is it. So not too many fast repairs. Weber still trying to fix the damage on pit road. Well, we may have to catch him at a later time. I don't want to bug him while he's down there. Oh, he's on his way off. Here he comes. His teammate, Duvendak, still your leader. And you know what? I'm just going to jump on down here to Shooter McGavin and speak with Mr. Will Weber, man. Heck of a job by your teammate, Duvendak, able to push and outpush Candy Shack on that final, Will, and you're able to get that stage win, man. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you to my good friend Robert Duvendak in the 99. We got clear and we were gone.
Man, and I'll tell you what, when you look at the replay of this race, you're going to see that push battle separated you guys from about half the field as Candy Shack and Shooter able to run away with some octane help. But heck of a run, man, and unfortunately you just get blindsided right after the stage win, man. But how much damage we show in there?
Yeah, we showed 127. Got basically half of it repaired. I think I'm going to be a little slow, but I don't think it'll hurt too much.
Hey, I want to talk about the 360 spin.
Did you? Well, I watched the 360 spin and just kept on going. And not only him, but Todd Poston also. That man has been a magnet tonight. And both of them went spinning. Both of them just kept driving. But incredible save by the 92.
Oh, that was a heck of a job by the league to not plow into them and just destroy everyone, too.
Well, you know what? I made the comment earlier. I know some of you might have the broadcast on, but Will's only able to do that 360 spin because he's on PC. You can't do it on a controller, just so you know. Well,
he had aim assist.
He doesn't. I said he doesn't have the aim assist when he's pushing, so you know we'll take our digs while we can get them at every moment.
I still think Candy Shack has aim assist, but that's just me.
Well, they definitely have Ken Akers, and he might be the aimbot. So, but all right, man. Well, I'll let y'all get back to racing. Congratulations on that huge stage win, man, and able to beat out Candy Shack. I don't think it's going to be the last we see of that happening tonight. So, we'll just stay tuned.
Yeah, let's get after it.
All right, we'll catch y'all later. And Mr. Will Weber and Robert Duvendak. See, sometimes it's easier just to drop in the booth as just in time we are back to restart. We'll get them cars cranked up. We'll get us all back to live screening as Duvendak is going to be up there with the 144 Hunter Leach. Hunter Leach going to have Daniel Holloway with them. We got some shimmying going on in the back. John Bell going to be responsible for protecting the rear of Duvendak. Mr. Ambrose, well, he's the only car in the third lane. I say that as, well, we just formed a fourth lane for a momentary second, as it looks like Matt Williamson made a pass. He's going to link up with his RGR friends. He's going to have Saxton with them. It's going to be the 199 and the 88. John Bell going to get a little help here from Carl Lingle. As you can see, RGR trying to breathe it through the turns. Not push too hard through. Well, that's going to allow Duvendak to maintain the lead as John Bell just kept on shoving. tonight. Already 31 laps in. Remember, these laps are long and they are time consuming, as the average lap is under a minute. But this track's so tricky as we ride with that hood view of the 99, that 30A, old Beach Blonde Ale. Bell hitting the apron. He's got to be careful there. He actually brought Holloway with him. Poston just snakes his way on down. He's trying to look for an escape route. He's tired of collecting the incidents tonight. He's been a pinball. As Holloway looking to try to get up in front of RGR. Oh, he's pinching up. Is he going to clear? He does. He's going to pull right in front of Matt Williamson in that 199. Williamson going to stick it to him. We got one going extremely slow on the backstretch. And that may have been Steve Hoppett as he was just getting out of the way in the 131, letting these guys race. Hoppett, the only car who's a lap down. We've yet to see the green flag pit stop. I know some drivers dread it, some drivers, well, they love it. It spreads the field and makes the teammates have to work the teammates. John Bell doing a fantastic job keeping Duvendak. But he's got Poston now. Duvendak's got to be careful with Bell. He does not want to lose that bottom line. They're going to snake back down in front of Poston. Poston, that Candy Shack Skittles no number. Gives him a little bit of room, allows him to come back down. Our next stage is in 10 laps. Lap 44. We'll see how this plays out. These guys are able to keep it green. Holloway pinching down a little bit into Bell. No contact made. Oh, Williamson gets a little bit high there. Lingle doesn't shut the door on him. Allows him to come back down. We have had a battle here at iRacing Superspeedway. So far, John Bell going to hit the apron hard. Oh, Todd Poston has to give a little checkup, or he knows it's another incident coming his way. He avoids the catastrophic hit. And we keep it green. I know Bell wants to breathe the car, but he's going to have to relay a message to Duve. Hey, give me some room. He's not going to be able to push the truck below that yellow line. It will send him flying, as it is clear skies ahead. Robert Duvendak in that 99 Chevy Silverado. You can see just not right now able to push. Oh, Holloway going to drop the bucket. He's going to come down in front of Duvendak. Duvendak, without any hesitation, says, all right, Daniel, I'll push you, bud. Oh, Akers tries to make a crazy move to the high side wall. Not able to get it done. He moves quickly to the middle lane. He's trying to zigzag his way up. See if he can make his way through this field. We've seen it a couple times where Chris Akers just able to drive from the back to the front. He's looking to repeat that right now. Holloway moving up to the high side. He's got Duvendak and John Bell in tow. They're going to pull away from Matt Williamson. Glenn McNeese, man, on a 19-lap stint, has not pit in, had to get his laps back. Boy, oh boy, I don't know. I don't know if that's good if you're Len. You're gonna be running out of gas here shortly. Without the caution for stages, he may have to be going alone. As right now the field, well, they're starting to get a little bit more single file. 6 laps to go. I would think they have the gas. They're only on a 10-lap stint. We know there's more gas in these trucks. I totally forgot to ask, but hey, I'll get there eventually. You can see how close Dubendak's getting to the bumper of Holloway. He's giving him a little kiss. That Hershey kiss. Chevy Silverado. Akers not able to find enough holes to make his way up to the front yet. He would love to become the first car in that high side. Duvendak really trying to breathe it here. Trying to ram as much fresh air into the front of that grill as he can. He got a small little hole there. Gets it cooled right back to the bumper of Daniel Holloway. Williamson, Saxton, well, they're coming on the high side. They're going to give a little challenge here. It's a 4-on-2 currently. See Akers, he's riding about 5 cars back. He's looking for a gap, I think. Let's move his way up into the high side. And Len McNeese, as projected, is going to go in now and pit. He's going to have, so what is that, 23 lap stint for Len McNeese? That would leave about a 4 pit stop situation. So it looks like they're starting to approach, I believe that's Steve Hoppett. It is not. It is actually Joseph Fogg, who's also a lap down. Tommy Cook a lap down. I guess the onboard camera tonight rides with Duvendak, because that is the only car it has found. I think we're going to have a fanning out here shortly. With just 2.5 laps to go until the end of stage 2. These guys are going to be looking for some much needed points, especially if, I think if you're a driver like John Bell, who's right on the border of making it. As you can see, they're starting to align a little bit more, get a little bit tighter. They know time's running out for this stage. It will be the completion of lap 44. So who's it going to be right now? It's Holloway in the lead. And Chris Akers finally able to get a gap. He's going to try to push John Bell all the way up there. we're going to have another pushing battle. Who's going to win this battle? Looks like this time it's going to be Holloway versus John Bell. And they both have incredible pushers with them. As they're going to come to the line, it's going to be close. Holloway going to be able to get it done, and he is going to win. Stage 2 will pop up our results real quick. Holloway, Dubedak, Poston, John Bell, Akers, Hancock, Horst, Ambrose, Williamson, and Greenlee. Not official. They'll look at the official in the race review. Race review? Yeah, that's the word. As whoa, we got some contact going on. And we're staying green. Oh, the yellow comes out, and I believe we threw an admin as 4 cars involved. Ethan Horst, Matt Williamson, Brad Saxton, who looks like he took the brunt of it, Hunter Leach, and DJ Maddish, and it starts up here with Ethan. So let's see what happens. First one to register some X's. It looks, whoa, comes on down. Oh, it looks like he gets the bad bump, comes back down, and round, we're going to have some collection points. I bet if you're riding with the 88, boy, oh boy, definitely go for a ride. Let's see. Let's put it in gyro mode. There's a contact and the extra spins. Able to get it slow. Really good job by Saxton. Able to slow it down and avoid a ton of extra contact. Dramatic. It does look dramatic, doesn't it? I guess. As we will head to a quick commercial. As, hey, chat, especially since 2 of them are in here, y'all could have reminded me to bring Holloway up here for stage 2. But we'll make sure we get him up here shortly. How about that? I do blame Todd Poston for that. That's his job. You're supposed to be my Ken. It's restart Holloway, Akers, Poston, Hancock, Ambrose, Dubendak, Greenlee, Lingle, Pate, and Bell going to be your top 10. Pace car going to be doing some crazy diving off. I believe we're going to have Tommy Cook catch up late. Akers and Poston. Out in front, I think Todd feels pretty safe out there. As I say that, Holloway heads below the yellow line. Poston's brain, just keep it under there, don't come back up, don't hit me. Poston gonna drop to the bottom, he's gonna link up with his 2 teammates. Actually 3 teammates as Russell Hancock gets his way up there. John Bell riding that apron. Poston going back to the high side. Oh, we're inside of a squirrel car. Be careful, watch out for beer cans. Ambrose driving. See a little swerve there as he's trying to get the beer cans out of the camera's view. I appreciate that. And on his way. Trying to get Grayson Pate, give him a shove. There's no help on that high line right now. Not able to get it going. You see it, it's almost like a 1.5 line. These cars are trying to get single file. Trying to get themselves sorted out. John Bell, Sean Wilder, going to be the only 2 cars on the high side. Looks like Pate going to go with, well, Pate's going to stay on the bottom side. The dreaded apron. The setup, does it save it again as we still got cars going a little squirrely? It does, as these guys not able, well, they are able to save that and not get thrown up the track like normal. News, we are past the halfway point. They would love to see less cautions on this second half. 21 cars still on the lead lap. Joe Fogg looking for the lucky dog. As you can see, the 43 hits that bump. He's going to come sliding up. That's Jacob Greenlee. We're going to ride with Hunter Leach. He's going to make a big move on the high side. He's trying to catch up to Robert Dubendak and that Wonder Bread. Actually, that's Ethan Horst in the Wonder Bread. That's my mistake. entrance cam. They're going to come to the line. A little 3 wide action once again. They're quickly going to get back to 2. Jubendak trying to get that high line to get 4. They have Russell Hancock in front of them. The 343 going to come back down, and he's going to get in front of Daniel Holloway. I believe Jubendak still, oh, he's going to make a slide move. He's going to come back down. Realize that that bottom line just so much faster right now as the high line really doesn't have the support. The high line right now is the lingerie of this track. Looks good, no support. As you can see, cars trying to figure out where they want to go. They're trying to get organized. Oh, John Bell, got to be careful. He's going to hit it again. Almost, I believe that was Grayson Pate. Almost scared Grayson to fly up the track, but he was able to save it and keep it down. I think Pate saw Bell coming. Didn't realize that he was able to save it. And right now the field going single file. Everybody on a 9-lap run except for Joe Fogg. Well, he's on a 21-lap run. He's going to be in that Len McNeese. He's going to need the quick caution to get the gas, or else he is going to be in trouble. See, I believe that's Joe Fogg coming up on the outside. As we ride with Jacob Greenlee. Greenlee currently sitting just in the 10th place position. Got Sean Wilder and John Bell behind him. That's going to be Tommy Cook on that high line. Tommy not having a great night, currently sits 3 laps down, and he's still out here burning. Did not use a fast repair. New fastest lap, Matt Williamson, 45.834. Congratulations, RGR, as they're holding the fastest lap right now. And again, every time I go there, I always forget to put up our holes on a ticker. It's back for the fans at home. Hancock, our current leader. Akers and Holloway, 2-3. Jubendak 4, Poston 5. Ride with Dalton Gibson, currently sitting 7th. Gibson, part of Team Shake and Bake. He's got Ethan Horse with him. Horse sitting 8th right behind him. You can see this field just trying to go on a green run here. Will we see a mass pit as everybody is on lap 12? And I think if you see Russell Hancock go, that's a good indicator that Candy Shack's going, and I think the field will go with them. Dak going to ride it low, and he's going to hop back up in front of Todd Poston. You know, sometimes riding single file, it seems like it's a safe thing to do, but a lot of times what happens is you'll start to get tunnel vision. You know, you're just kind of riding, looking at the same spot on someone's bumper. And it's an easy way to make a quick mistake. As we just saw one there, is it going to bunch up? Oh, we are going to save. Mr. Denny, the board is up as we are going to go caution. And we saw where that one started. Little slide action. Here's the slide, just loses control and comes up, and just the collection point. DJ Maddish, Len McNeese, Williamson, Will Weber, and Frank Ranger all getting collected. And I don't know why that is so delayed coming over. I would love to figure out how to stop that. Well, maybe right here. Well, maybe not. That's okay. Everybody coming in the pit. See if it switches to the... Oh, see, it doesn't really switch. It's a pretty good delay on iRacing popping back up, but hey, that's okay. Might see some fast repairs here. As we will switch. I don't really like that logo there. We'll switch it up here to the pit stall. Thank you, Sean Wilder, for bringing the pit stall on board and sponsoring the ASR Tour. The race off pit road, Chris Akers coming off. Duvendak, well, I'm looking for this guy. We'll wait till he gets out, and we'll bring him on up. Well, maybe I'll just go down there. Sounds dangerous. Oh, Mr. Daniel Holloway, guy in the booth. You got a copy?
Candyman's here.
Well, you know what? Actually, I got all the candy here because, you know, there's a couple times in that I was just going to steal Ken, move him around channels. But, maybe put David Cox up here for race control. I'll move Ken down there. We'll just swap all the crew chiefs around. But didn't get a chance to bring you up here. I was too busy playing commercials, and honestly, I needed a coffee refill. But congratulations on the Stage 2 win. It's going to be a win for Candy Shack tonight and a win for Shooter McGavin. So you guys just kind of riding up top. How you feeling?
Pretty good. Glad to be back from racing. Last week I was under the weather, but you know, at least we got our paint schemes correct for you this time.
Well, I greatly appreciate that. Mr. Todd posted, you know, trucks have numbers on them, but at least we got the right car. I mean, Todd's been a pinball tonight, but it seems like it kind of died off. It looks like he gained his magnet back and hopefully got it back removed. Finish off this race pretty strong. I see everybody doing a little top off, man. What's the plan going forward? I think we got, what, just about 20 laps to go, 22 laps.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty close. So if it goes green flag all the way, it could be a fuel mileage issue, but trying to play a low strategy.
Well, and that's just it. I will let you get off pit road as you're going to have to go file to the back, man, but wanted to get you up here. Congratulate you. Stage 1 was incredible. We got to see a little Candy Shack and Shooter McGavin push off. So Heck of a job tonight, guys, and honestly, the setup seems to be working a little bit better for y'all. So hopefully we catch you guys at the end and head back up to the booth.
Yeah, thank you, and I'll be up there in the front here pretty quick.
All right, buddy. And our stage winner, as you see him coming out in that Hershey Kiss 21, Mr. Daniel Holloway. Glad to have him back and not babying the flu anymore. I don't know why you can't race with the flu. I mean, Chris Akers, like, he's giving away parts of his body. He's out there with the controller. I don't know what Holloway's deal is. He should have been out racing. I hope Chris Akers gives him a little bit of trouble for that. As we will bring it back to full screen as they come through the turn. That got a little crazy. A little bit loud. Akers next to his buddy Duvendak. Poston, Hancock, Lingle, Wilder, John Bell, and Ethan Orrs, Ambrose, Grayson Bate. As we are going green. Will we have another push-off up here in the front? If you're Chris Akers, you're happy. You got your buddy with you. Todd Poston. Russell Hancock going to be doing the pushing for Duvendak. Out in front. Lingle up there in the top 5 once again. I'm telling you, Carl Lingle having one heck of a year. Love the Superspeedway series. Refreshed and looking like a new driver. We're gonna ride Chris Akers. Old DJ Maddish. Well, DJ currently sitting 18th. Had to use his fast repair, trying to probably keep that car pretty clean. He's been involved in some wrecks tonight. Trying to survive. Right now, 69 just riding back there in 18th. You've got a little bit of mix of peanut butter and flavored sugar as Skittles and Reese's out here. Dipped in some squirrel as Carl Lingle sits third. Duvendak bringing the beer. Russell Hancock rounding out the top 5. We'll take a look at our big board for the first time tonight. Give you an idea. Candy Shack, Blind Squirrel, Shooter, Candy Shack, Blind Squirrel. Then 3 Shake and Bake, who would love to get actually 4 up there with the first pit stall of Sean Wilder. Weber all the way back there in 12. More Candy Shack, John Bell, Caputa, and Maddish all linked up, and then RGR sitting 17, 18. So definitely a good little team mix. Whoa, we got a squirrel going on the loose. As the 04 is heading to the high wall. Maybe trying to link up with some more squirrels. They would love to try to catch their buddy at 30. Carl Lingle still looking for his first win. I know if he was to dive high with Duvendak and this thing was coming to the end, well, he would he'd go with them, I think. And as we pass lap 66, remember I always change it to how many laps to go at lap 66 in honor of my daughter's number. I'll tell you what, that little girl pitched, she threw over 400 pitches this weekend, and they won themselves a nice tournament. So heck of a job to those little 16U Navarre Raiders as they won their midseason tournament. It was a long weekend. Oh, we got one going round and round, but I think he's going to get it back straight. I don't know if we're going to get the caution out here. And it does come out, but man, who was that? Was that Greenlee maybe going round and round? I'm not quite sure. Greenlee hits the apron, goes flying to the top. He's going to collect a ton of cars. Parts flying off the John Deere 43. And that's going to bring damage to Ethan Horst, Jacob Greenlee, John Bell, Joe Fogg, 69 DJ Maddish, Hunter Leach, Ambrose. I won't even say his last name, he yelled at me. I still don't understand it, like Knievel, but I don't even know. You're just going to have to say it for me, Amber. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We'll just call you the lead squirrel at this point. Brad Saxton, Kirby Caputa, and Sean Wilder. So Mr. Knievel catches some damage. You saw him trying to hide on that high side and just not able to avoid contact. Well, have not seen a ton of fast repairs. Remember, iRacing gives you plenty of time with these long laps. As it looks like Len McNeese might be done for the night. Ranger 2 laps down. Hoppet 2 laps down. Matt Williamson 1 lap down. Joe Fogg 1 lap down. 18 cars on the lead lap. Is Greenlee coming out of the pits. And here comes the field. As you heard Holloway say it could become a gas war. Well, that war just ended as everybody going to come in, hopefully take their final pit stops, as they have 15 laps to go. A ton of cars coming in. I would imagine it is the field, as the race on pit road is real. Akers, Lingle, Pate, Duvendak, Poston, Gibson, Holloway, Hurst, Weber, Bell, your top 10. And we'll head to a quick commercial from our main sponsor, the Pit Stall. Again, the ASR Tour brought to you by The Pit Stall. Check out the Facebook group. Talk all things cars. As we come to 14 laps to go. Again, 2x2 here. As we head on one long extra run. Hey, well, he's going to have Dubendak. Akers, he's going to have Lingle. Poston and Holloway, both on that lower side too. Candy Shack be able to link back up. Weber, currently 9th. He'd love to make a splash, try to get back up there in the front. As only 2 Shooter McGavin drivers are present. Pace car gonna make that dramatic exit. He just drops it, bam! Throws the entire pace car sideways and says, "Up to the pits I go." As he has made his way to pit road. We're going green. Akers out in front, Pate on that high side trying to run him down. Dubendak gonna be doing the pushing. Lingle not able to get to the bumper of Akers. Who's going to push harder? Is it going to be Dubendak? Is it going to be Carl? Dubendak going to be looking to try to get Grayson Pate to the lead. Will Pate drop down in front? You can see clear track ahead. As I say that, there's the bumper of Pate. He's going to come down. He is not clear. You saw it. And 3 wide, Grayson Pate going to get filed out. He's going to try to shimmy his way back in. That's going to allow the 99 to drop down in front of Chris Akers. And the caution is out. And this is going to be a pretty good one as Holloway. Well, he might be dead because he's off my radar. Let's go see what happens to Daniel Holloway. All the way on that bottom side, you see the big moves. Is right there is Holloway going round and round. And Poston also going to be collected in this. Sean Wilder, he's going to get some damage. Let's see how they're rolling. Are we rolling? You can see Daniel Holloway head to toe. Saxton, Maddish, Poston, Wilder. Oh, Wilder's tires are just spinning like crazy. Hancock, Jacob Greenlee. So a couple cars stayed out that don't look too bad off. But man, Daniel Holloway, looks like Daniel Holloway, DJ Mattis, Sean Wilder, they took the brunt of that damage. I'm curious to see Will Todd Poston head in. We're going to be under 10 laps. On this next restart. And with that, we'll head to a long commercial break as they take their 2 laps. Todd Poston is coming in. Poston on his way back out. Duvendak gonna start on the bottom. Akers gonna start up top. Duvendak gonna have Dalton Gibson. Lingle gonna be up there with Akers. As we are checking out the hood, that 30A from the Panhandle of Florida. I'm pretty excited. My boy Duve, he'll be back down here in June, so I'll make sure he has that 30A waiting on him. Nine laps to go as they come to the line. Holloway did end up one lap down, but will be the lucky dog as he is trying to catch the pack. And we are green again as Akers and Duvendak back up in front. Holloway did catch the pack. You see him riding there in the back. He's hoping for another caution as he is currently sitting in the lucky dog position. Gibson sticking the nose in the back of Duvendak. Lingle sticking his nose. Oh, Duvendak going to slide up. He's going to go with Chris Akers. And that Reese 29. Oh, there's squirrels there all over the place tonight, Jeremy. Starting with Carl Lingle up here in fourth. You saw a little bit of this in practice. Akers, Duvendak, Holloway, Weber, they were all just kind of shoving each other around in practice in that high line, and they just made quick work, and they're back out in the front. Ambrose sitting there in seventh. Will he throw the dreaded Triple beer out the window, collect some cars, to get Daniel Holloway back on the lead lap? That's not a short thing for Holloway, as Frank Ranger also one lap down. As the field single file right now. The 99, the 29, and the 30. Just staying linked together. Dalton Gibson, Grayson Pink, John Bell, though, looking to make some moves. How long till they try to change lanes? A little bit of shift, but way too early. That's going to follow Dalton Gibson to the back as he's not going to be able to re-enter back into his hole. And we got a wreck happening behind us, but it looks off track. Oh, Dalton Gibson, Greenlee, Weber, Horst, Caputa, Hancock. Will the caution come out? It doesn't look like it. This may be a green flag. Let's see who's off track. Gibson still rolling. Greenlee is broken. Weber still rolling. Ethan Horst is broken. Caputa still rolling. And Russell Hancock. Five laps to go. Duvendak still leading, trying to hold off. He knows. He's got his buddy Chris Akers, but he knows Akers ain't going to push him to this win. There's some history with championships and diving below, and Akers would love to repay that famous move. and see if he could steal a win from Duvendak. Right now, he just wants to get him to the white flag. As the field is very split up because of that non-caution, every car did exit the track. You can see how tight it is here. See John Bell, he's trying to poke his way outside. Wilder there. As they're going to get around. Ethan Horst. You see the whole front end of that car is damaged, but he can't pit. Greenlee unfortunately did get a meatball flag. Probably has to bring it in. I don't think there's enough time. He'll get DQ'd before then. Caputa came in. He took his pit stop. Right now, these drivers opting to ride single file. I don't see it lasting much longer, as they are coming to 2 laps to go. If you're Duvendak, Akers, Lingle, Grayson Page, Saxton, John Bell, you just want to get one more lap under your belt and get that white flag out. So they're going to come up on more lap traffic. That wreck was big, but everybody cleared track. When will the second line form? I can't see these guys staying single file much longer. As they're entering turn 3. They're going to come to the line. The white flag is going to fly. This race will end with no green-white checkered Jews tonight. Let the excitement begin on this final lap. Who's going to make a move? Akers doing the push, and Duvendak feels like a sitting duck. He knows he's going to have to throw a big block on Akers. And John Bell going to be the first car. He's going to come to the high side. He's going to bring some squirrels with him. Pate going to try to go up high. Lingle, Akers, and Duvendak just riding. They're going to come into turn 3 one more time. You can see they're trying to get a run for him to that high line. I don't know if they have enough gas. As they're going to come to the line this time. You got a stretch push. And Robert Duvendak with the back-to-back. Chris Akers second. Carl Lingle third. Shooter McGavin takes the win. Will let the flag fly. And you stay right here. We'll follow Rob Duvendak and see how many cars blow him up, because, well, he has a tendency to do that. We'll mute. Watch a little celebration. Let these guys get themselves aligned to the boot. We'll be right back.
Holy fuck,
All
man! I
right.
hate this track.
Well, I'll tell you what, I brought you unmuted just as we got that reaction, and that's it from Carl Lingle. He is not a fan of this track, but you know what? Carl, I'll tell you what, I don't think it matters if you're a fan, man. A top 3 finish here tonight. And
I'm back again.
you're back again, man. I'm telling you, you are having one incredible season leading the way for the Blind Squirrels. Man, how you feeling after tonight's run?
Hi. but besides that, I'm glad it's over.
Well, I'll tell you what, you only walked away with 4 incidents on the night. That's our second lowest. A couple drivers did. Really clean racing from you, man. I've seen you race for a couple years now, a couple different leagues, and I will tell you this is the best I think that 30 has looked in quite some time, man. And I know I've been talking with Duve a lot, and it's been exciting to watch, man. You're doing a heck of a job and able to keep it clean and doing some real solid pushing out there. And congratulations, as you're going to take 3rd home at iRacing, a track you don't like. So
Yeah. Well, it took a few years to get my wheel set up to where I could actually do it with my mobility.
well, and I'll tell you what, I think you got it worked out now. Next week, Bumpy Bay Daytona. How you feeling about that?
Already all shook up. So yeah, I mean that's just another race. Just gotta take it as it comes.
Well, I'll tell you what, we will have 2 races to go after tonight. You're going to have iRacing in Talladega, and then we'll go into our playoff elimination race. But I don't think the way you've been going, you have anything to worry about, as you're pretty high up in there in the points, man. So congratulations on bringing home the 3rd for the Squirrels. I know Mr. Ambrose, he's got to be happy with that if he's not too drunk.
He's always happy.
He's always happy. He really is, as he did finish with 6th place tonight. So he's got to be pretty happy. And the Squirrels with the best 1-2 finish of the night. So congratulations, man. I'll let you get back down there. But before I do, I'll leave off with the floor is yours. Give you an opportunity to thank all your sponsors.
Everybody playing Squirrel Racing. You know, some of us could be here, some not. Hope Jeremy's family's doing well. Yeah, and then all you guys here and make this all possible.
Well, buddy, we definitely appreciate the shout out. I'll let you get out of here. Let you get back up with them Squirrels and celebrate. I see Ambrose already in the chat, Osborne in the chat. So congratulations, and we will catch you next week at Bumpy Daytona.
All right. Have a good one. Till then, man.
You too. Well, I'll try to find you down here. All right, finishing second, the Candyman, Chris Akers, in that Reese's 29. Well, Akers, I didn't know how great of a push that was going to be at the end. I didn't know if you were going to try to undercut Duvendak, but you pretty much stayed with him to the end, man, just to get that race through and gave Duve that back-to-back win. Congratulations on this podium finish, though, here tonight.
No, man, that was the hardest decision to do. I knew that I had no help behind me whatsoever going into that, and I figured as soon as I jumped out, my butt was going to the back, and I just needed to stay with my 2nd place finish. So told Duve, hey, hold on, let's go. Don't move. I'm going to push your butt to the win so you can get this win, and I can get at least 2nd out of it. But that was a fun race. I hate my team got caught up in a little incident there with 3 or 4 to go. Is what it is. It's racing, product of this track. It's fun. Like to make a gear change on this truck, and then this thing would be awesome. It kept hitting the limiter there going into the corners, and I think, man, this thing would be a fun setup if we could make one minor adjustment. But
just give it a little bit more horsepower in the turns, just a
touch.
touch.
A little lower rear gear, and we would be perfect.
And just push it through.
That thing was hauling. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'll tell you what, this setup definitely allowed you guys to move around this track a lot easier than the first time we saw it in the Xfinity. So I think Duve did a much better job. I know last time we had some complaints. How was the gas tonight?
Oh, it was great. I hate we didn't get no green flag pit stops. That was the only downfall about it. But we were getting so close each time, and then we'd have a caution come out. But overall, it was awesome. We were setting up for green flags each time, and we get right there to it and just couldn't hit it. But man, I'll take it. It was a lot funner than last time.
Well, and I would have to agree. It looks like you did take 2 top 10s, though, as I believe Hancock is your teammate as well, is he not?
Yes.
In that 343, he finished 9th. So still getting those 2 top 10s. Got to be pretty excited about it. Going to Bumpy Daytona next week. I can't believe it. We're already in week 8 coming up, man. This season is flying.
I know 2 more races to go, right? And then we'll finish this out for the regular season and then start the fun.
Oh,
Let the
we
fun
will.
begin then, right?
I'll tell you what, I think week 11 is going to be chaos as 4 drivers are going to be fighting for their life. 2 best finishes go on. So I can't wait for week 11. I think obviously you and Duve going to be safe. Carl Lingle, look at him. Another podium finish, man. He is driving his ass off this season. But glad to see you up here, man. Didn't get to talk to you all night. Got your teammate. Went down to, at least check in with Candy Shack. I keep saying I'm going to steal your dad and move him around. But
if you do that, you'll throw him way off. He wouldn't know what happened to you.
I'm going to bring him up in the booth. Hey, Ken, guy in the booth, got a copy? And he'll be like, what? Where's the wreck?
He'll be calling out the race while talking to you.
He sure will. He'll be calling out. You know what? I might need him. I'll just mute him so I know where the wrecks are when they're happening.
Oh, he's good at finding the wrecks and telling us where they're at and who's in it and all that. So, yeah, he loved that part.
Well, man, we might get out of here a little bit early. And with that, I'm going to let you get out, get back into the, I don't even know, where's everybody going tonight? It looks like Todd's the only one in Candy Shack, not a big party. It looks like everyone's up here. But before I let you go, man, the floor is yours.
Hey, first off, foremost, thank you for putting on the broadcast. Love watching it. Thanks, Duve and Will and you for doing everything you do for the league. It's a very, very fantastic league to run in. Shout out to Holloway and Todd and Russ. Gotta give credit to those guys working with me, and we just doing fantastic this season. Foremost, I gotta give a shout out to Dad. He is the crew chief for the entire team. Always telling us how much damage we got, where other guys are at, how much fuel we have left, the whole 9. He makes it so much easier for us to run up front all night. And shout out to Mom for watching too. She's always watching, my biggest supporter out there. And shout out to everybody that watches on YouTube. We appreciate it, guys.
Well, you better tell Dad that he needs to get a little faster to Todd posting because he's got a magnet on him right now and he is collecting everything.
Hey, we were already thinking about changing the Skittles paint scheme because it's already bad luck for Todd.
Maybe he just needs the number. I don't know. Change the number and just put a magnet on the side. I know it's him. Everyone knows it's him. Just put a magnet instead of a number and it'll work itself out.
We're going to put him in a Target car. That's what he needs to be in.
Well, man, congratulations. Able to get a second place. And, man, your buddy Rob Duvendak with the back-to-back. So I'll let you get out of here so I can get him up here.
All right, thank you, man.
All right, brother. We'll catch you next week. Bumpy Daytona.
Yes, sir.
And that is our second place. Our winner for back-to-back weeks. Now, dude, before you say anything, I'm going to debut it. I forgot to put it up. But I don't know if it'll come up. There it is. Look, we got the Kevin Harvick checkered flag going. I don't know what's going on. But we got screens going, man. Congratulations, back-to-back wins, man. How you feeling?
That was a lot of fun tonight. That setup was amazing, and the racing out there was a blast. I think everyone was having a lot of fun with it. A lot more than we did last time around here at the iRacing Superspeedway. But yeah, it was a lot of fun tonight. I'm just glad to bring it home in one piece, 0x again. The win's just an added bonus. As you know, I pride myself on clean races. It's nice to get another 0x, and the win's a win. I was hoping to get Will up there and get Will the win, but we'll take him any way we can get him, and I appreciate Chris for everything he was doing, pushing me there at the end.
Well, I was waiting on Chris to make that famous cut down move and try to take you out, but I think Chris knew that the help was not going to be there for either of you then. Opted to stay with you and take that 1-2. So, heck of a run tonight. But let's see. We got Will. Will won stage 1. You got Holloway winning stage 2. And then you guys finished 1-2. So, good battle for the teams there tonight.
Yeah, it seemed like anytime I looked around up there, I was surrounded by Candy Shack, and I'm like, oh, man, where's my teammate at? Unfortunately, Will got swept up in a couple things, and he had some damage, so he's just kind of riding at the back waiting to use his fast repair. But yeah, it was we all know that I've worked really well with Chris and Holloway and all them in the past and Todd, so When I'm up there, like, yeah, I feel like I'm alone, but at the same time, I know they're going to work and do everything they can to help me out as well. So I was with you on that one. I fully expected Chris to make a move to try to win it. And then looking at the players behind me there, I was hoping I made some good friends with Carl and whoever else was back there, that when Chris made his move, they would go with me this time. Unlike in Daytona when I made my move and nobody went with me. So, but yeah, Chris came on the radio as we were entering turn 3 there on the last lap and was like, just told me to keep it on the bottom. So at that point, I knew he wasn't going to make a move, and I wish he did. I hate winning it. Why no one makes a move? It's not fun. It's not exciting. I don't feel like I earn it that way. But a win's a win, and I appreciate everything Chris did. I just wish next time he'll make that move and try to steal it from me.
Well, I mean, as much as I love the Chris Akers, Robert Duvendak battles, man, I am telling you, Carl Lingle is so close to getting that win. He has been up here all season, and he hates this track. I don't know why. He's good at it.
Brother, I was saying the same thing at the end there when we finished and I saw who got third. I was like, Jesus, man! Like, Carl has come out of nowhere this season and has been impressive each and every week. We raced with him in another league before, and he seemed to struggle with it. So I don't know if it was a group of people we had then or what, but he's come over here and he's a complete 180 from what he was before. And I'm almost questioning whether or not he has someone else driving for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, believe it or not, he only had 42 incidents tonight. No, he only had 4. Him and Akers only had 4. You had a 0, and Grayson Pate with 4. So the top 4 drivers, 12 total.
That's awesome.
So some really clean racing from the front, man. It was incredible.
Great battles up there too. I mean, it wasn't like, at one point we did kind of just ride around for a little bit, but you kind of expect that in the super speedway race. The beginning's kind of hectic. You get those cautions, and then the middle kind of calms down a little bit, and everyone kind of rides around, clicking laps off, just waiting for the end there. And I was glad to see we didn't get too many rash of cautions at the end of that race. I know we had a couple, and then I think we had a big wreck that the iRacing didn't throw a yellow for because everyone went to the apron on it, but I hate when we have put on a good show and a good race, and then at the end we kind of all lose our minds and we start wrecking like crazy. So it was good to see the race fairly clean there at the end. And, got to actually race it out there for the last bit there.
Well, this is going to put you definitely in the talks for the points, as we're trying to see only 2 races left to go, and what is it? Bumpy Daytona, Talladega, and then the first elimination race involving the bottom 4 drivers. So this season has flown by. I can't believe it. Season 1 is almost over already, but man, it's been a ride, and we have definitely seen some incredible racing. I think Stage 1 was some of the most incredible racing we saw as we watched 2 teams push and battle, and you were able to get it done with Weber, man. So heck of a job. Able to get back out in front, man. Congratulations. Before I let you out of here, you know how we're going to leave it. The floor is yours.
I appreciate it. Yeah, got to thank everyone, or I should say, you got to thank Will over here at Shooter McGavin Motorsports for working with me all night, and it was fun pushing him to stage win there, get him another playoff point. So obviously our goal is to get Will a win, and then try to rack up some playoff points here. Chris is going to be tough to beat out here for the championship, and he's already racked up quite a bit. So I got to thank Will. Got to thank all the drivers here at ASR. This season 1, I know a lot of people don't like this track. We still had a decent turnout for this, and I know a lot of people don't like the bumpy Daytona next week, so I would expect the numbers to look very similar, but that's all right. We'll pick it up at Talladega, and we'll have a big, strong field then for the final playoff push there. But I gotta thank all of them for showing up each and every week and for putting on a great show for everyone. I gotta thank my wife for getting all the kids to bed and taking care of the dog and everything for me so I can get down here and race. And I got yelled at last week after the race. Well, I should say the next morning. The kids always like to go back and watch it, and whenever I win, if I don't mention their names, they get mad at me. So Isabella, Emma, Scarlett, and Grayson got this one again this week for you guys. So hopefully tomorrow you'll be a little more excited and happier to watch it, the replay here at the end when we sit down for dinner tomorrow night. So got to thank our sponsors, the Pit Stop, or the Pit Stall, for coming on board this season and sponsoring the league, season 1. My personal sponsors, 30A, and Hart and VetTix. If anyone here is a veteran that's tuning in and watching, and you are unaware of what VetTix actually is, I highly recommend you check it out, vettix.org online. There is more than you can imagine tickets out there that are donated for veterans to go out there, and really all you got to pay is the processing fee. I think I've been to more races than I can count up to Michigan, and I've paid 20 to 30 bucks for 8 tickets. So there's all kinds of other stuff on there for kids, like Disney on Ice and monster trucks and stuff like that. So if you're a veteran, definitely go check that website out. And I got to thank you for doing this for us. Hopefully next season we can get another broadcaster. Not that I don't like you broadcasting, but I need someone else in there to help me and Will out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what, I definitely missed the driving down there. It's fun to call it, but I think you need the one back on the track. I'm having a good time up here, though, watching you guys push each other around. But, man, heck of a job. I always fly the shooter banner whenever shooter gets a win. I might be a little bit, might be biased towards shooter for some odd reason, but but
Well, I mean, you did pick the name many years ago, so it's kind of stuck with everything we do.
It's such a
So
good name.
it is. And to top it off, Happy Gilmore 2's in the process of being made. So
It sure is. And shooter better win.
Shooter better win it this time. That's for damn
Used
sure.
by that old man.
That old out of shape Adam Sandler.
Oh my god. But well, I'm gonna let you out of here. We're gonna get this stream off air. I got these quesadillas from Taco Bell. Woo, buddy. That's the benefit of not racing is I get to eat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm eating Doritos, but they're nothing compared to a Taco Bell quesadilla. That's for sure.
You are correct. But well, man, I will catch you Wednesday night. Man, where are we going? Rockingham. Another tough track coming your way. So
Yeah, that's a fun one, but it is tough. It's bumpy because they never did repave Rockingham, and it's kind of sat dormant for a while. But luckily, iRacing was able to scan it, and it's weathered that surface, and it is very bumpy. So it'll be fun to see how that plays out with the next gen car, because I know that car tends to bottom out a lot. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, man. Well, we will catch you Wednesday night over at SCSRA's Next Gen League, and till then, man, you have a good night. We'll let you get out of here and go join the party.
Thanks, brother. You have a good night, too.
All right. And that is going to be it for me until Wednesday night. As you heard, Duvendak and me are going to head to Rockingham. Me in the booth, him in the car. We're going to get it done together. So shout out to our SCSRA broadcasting admin team. David Hartney, I don't know where you were tonight, but boy, shooter needed you. So other than that, that's going to be it for me until we catch you Wednesday night, 8:30. So it's going to be a good time. Appreciate everybody tuning in, and have a good night.